Welcome, Leo, to your reading for December 2025. This is for your Sun, your Moon, your Rising and your Venus signs, and it is a general reading. So let go of anything that doesn't resonate. And if this does resonate for you, Leo, and you would like a private reading or information on a private reading, you can click on the link in the description below. There you can find my schedule, my pricing, and should you decide to, you can also book a reading. So let's get going. We're looking at your general energy, your opportunity, your challenge, your unforeseen events, and your advice. So Leo, I'm using the classic Rider-Waite deck, and I am not sure what I'm clarifying with, but it's this one. In your general energy, we have got the Empress, but in reverse, Leo. So there is a general energy of either feeling unnurtured or uncared for or unloved, or just feeling a bit exposed and out of your comfort zone. There's also an energy here of not having the opportunity to just, it's almost like being confined. I feel a sense of confinement, or not having the opportunity to be free to go and do what you want for some reason. And then in the opportunity is the Queen of Cups, also in reverse. There's something here possibly about another person, Leo. Someone who feels very self-centered. Someone who only cares about their own feelings or needs, or you know, this could even be a maternal energy as well for some of you. This could be about your own mother or your own parent who seems to be very self-absorbed. Now, maybe it's because they're elderly and, you know, they're reliant on you for whatever reason, and maybe you're feeling that sense of lack of gratitude coming from them. It could be about that. But this is in your opportunity. So the Queen of Cups in reverse. It feels to me like there's an opportunity for you to have a break or get away from this person temporarily, or get away from the feeling that you yourself are unloved or uncared for, is what also this could be about, because you shouldn't ever rely on someone else to give you that feeling. It should come from you. You should be the first person to reassure yourself that you are loved, because you should be the person to do that. So in your challenge is the Eight of Swords, and this is about you being trapped by your own self-imposed restrictions. This is where you kind of get into a negative thought pattern and start asking yourself, why does everyone treat me so badly? Why can't anyone see everything I do for them? No one can see it. You know, it's like, and then you start allowing those thoughts to grow into things like, you know, there's no point in me doing anything for myself, because what's the point? I don't know. It's like, it's that kind of thing. And then we have the Five of Swords in reverse in your unforeseen events. This is about being dominated to a certain extent. I do feel like someone is trying to dominate you, trying to dominate your feelings, which is interesting, Leo, because this is not something you would normally allow to happen. And maybe it's because they have a psychological impact on you, and it would be someone like your parent that would do that or have the ability to do that. So it's like someone's getting away with something. They're being manipulative, and you're letting them do it. And there's an opportunity here for you to change that. To say, hold on a minute, it's only because I'm letting them do that to me that they're actually doing it. So try and open your eyes to it. Understand that you can put a stop to this. You're not being unfair. You're not being unreasonable. And then in your advice is the world. And this is literally saying, Leo, there's a whole world out there for you. You do not have to be controlled or narrated by this person. Your life is not about this person if this is about a person. So let's clarify. So let's have a look at the Empress. This deck is called the 78 Stories, I think, from now that I remember, something like that, 78 Stories. So the Empress in reverse, clarified by the King of Pentacles in reverse and the Four of Wands in reverse. There's someone else here that should be helping you, and this is the King of Pentacles, who's coming in reverse because they're being absolutely no help whatsoever. It's like they're burying their head in the sand. It could be your father, who knows, but it could be another relative, someone that should be as responsible as you are for this person, if it is about a person, but they're also letting you down badly. And the Four of Wands in reverse is, it feels like you've lost your place that you call home. Now, it's interesting, this concept, because your home may be where you are now with your family, your husband, your children, etc. if you're married, or just where you happen to be living right now. That should be your home. But quite often we refer to a home, going home, as being the place where our parents live, where we go and visit our parents. We think that of that being home, and that's what this is about. This is about suddenly feeling like your home doesn't feel like home anymore. The Empress in reverse is clarified by, sorry, not the Empress in reverse, the Queen of Cups in reverse is clarified by the Knight of Cups reversed and the Six of Wands. There's just a very kind of, again, I'm getting that selfish energy, that kind of, someone's very insular, someone's doing what serves them. But again, I don't feel like this is deliberate. I don't think it's purposeful. I think it's just how they've become for some reason. It's not spiteful. The Six of Wands is victory after a battle. So I think what would make it easier for you, Leo, is just to have that person say to you, thank you, or, you know, thank you, I really appreciate everything you're doing, and I don't know how I'd cope without you. It's just some kind of form of recognition, validation, but you're not getting it. But the Six of Wands is victory after a battle, because there's going to be something here, if this is in your opportunity, where you get that feeling in some other way. So the challenge here with the Eight of Swords, why you're not allowing yourself to do what you can, go and enjoy your life, is clarified by the Fool and the Moon. Yeah, there's a whole, like I said, with the world, very much the case. There's a whole world out there for you to go and explore and enjoy and find freedom. go on an adventure. Nothing's stopping you, but you're telling yourself that you can't for some reason. The moon is about your intuition. It's about your fear. And I think that is paramount. There's fear here. It's like, if I go now and I leave this person, what's the worst that can happen? And you are focusing too much on the worst that can happen. So the Five of Swords in reverse, in your unforeseen events, clarified by the Four of Cups reversed, and Death reversed. Again, you're allowing this person to control you, to dominate you, your feelings, your thoughts, your intentions. The Four of Cups in reverse is detach yourself. It's the ability to detach yourself from them, not allowing them to control you mentally, emotionally, because they're not controlling you. They're not controlling you physically, and they're not controlling you emotionally or mentally. You're doing that. Just remember that. And Death card in reverse is the fear of change. It's like your biggest fear is it's a strange one, because it's almost like there's a part of you that actually enjoys the fact that you are relied upon so heavily. And there's a fear here that if you go out and just become more independent and force them to have to do their own thing or look after themselves, because they're actually not that reliant. They're not completely incapable. Whoever this is, they are not incapable. They're just, you know, if you do everything for them, they're going to let you do everything for them. But the second you step away from that, and the second that they haven't got any choice, it means that they have to then do their own thing, you know. And it's like your biggest fear is suddenly them not needing you, interestingly. Yeah, which all comes down to one thing, Leo, and that is your love for yourself. You need to really work on that. And the World, clarified by the Emperor, reversed. And the Tower. So this is basically saying the world is not going to collapse. You know, your world is not going to implode just because you go and enjoy yourself and do something for you. You know, it's almost like you believe, or subconsciously you think, there are so many people that rely on me, and if I'm not there, they're not going to survive and they're not going to cope. And yet if you go away and you realize actually they're all doing fine without me, that hurts you a little bit. It does hurt you a little bit, but you have to understand that, yeah, you need to let go of that need. And the Emperor in reverse is just letting go of control. It's saying, let's just see what happens. Let's just bite the bullet. Let's just go and do our own thing. See if I'm right or wrong. Because either way, you don't want to be right. You don't want to be right and find out that the person that's relying on you really couldn't cope without you and they had their own personal disaster because you went away. But equally, what you don't want to find out is that they didn't need you after all and they coped absolutely fine and didn't even miss you. Either way, it's hard, and I get it. So let's do your oracle. So we're doing the 108 oracle. And it's the answer to a question. So if you have a question in your mind, this is the answer. It's very likely. It says at this time, the situational outcome is likely to occur. So whatever you're thinking, there's the answer. It could be something positive, it could be something difficult, I don't know, but it's very likely that at this time the situational outcome is likely to occur. I'm going to leave you with that, Leo, and thank you, as always. Thank you for your love, your support, your encouragement, and your engagement that I return to you tenfold. I'll see you next time. Enjoy the journey.